notice there really aren't any beaches over here? We don't really have very many beaches on the Big Island in general, but there are even less on this side. There's kind of two reasons for that. We don't have very many in general because the Big Island is the youngest Hawaiian island. Beaches take a really long time to form. We just don't have that many. Although in Hawaii, the further northwest along the island chain you go, the older the islands get, the more beaches they tend to have. Kauai has tons of beaches. The other part of the problem, well, this side of the island is where the winds tend to be the strongest and the waves are the biggest. It creates a lot of erosion. Great at making cliffs, but it tends to wash away the beaches. Although today that's actually not the case. I mean, the winds are normally the strongest over here, but not today. The winds are all totally switched around today. Actually pretty calm right now. This is really nice. There's another whale on our left. Oh, he's going for a dive. See his tail come up? Oh, he's going down.
Cool.
Not too deep. The cliffs kind of drop, and it sort of drops like basically it drops right where the cliffs are, even more into the ocean, but then it kind of levels out and follows the general slope of the island. It's just an underwater volcano. The slope does continue for a long ways out though. Eventually, the ocean is 18,000 feet deep. Well, far enough. Notice the haze in the air. We call it VOG. You've probably heard the term before if you've been around at all. Volcanic smog. It's just pollution from the volcano. So depending on the wind directions, it can get pretty hazy. But it's not normally hazy over here, but remember I said the winds have shifted around. So it is right now. Little lighthouse on the corner here, Kukuihaele Lighthouse. Modern replacement. Used to be a lighthouse at the base of the cliffs, kind of just around the corner. You sort of see the foundation if you look carefully as we come around, but was destroyed. Built a new one. But here comes Kohala, the oldest volcano on the island. As we were talking earlier, this is where Zone 9 would be if you were buying a house. But yeah, the cliffs are huge, and the geologists were kind of curious. Why are the cliffs so big over here? So they did some studies, and they came to the conclusion that about 250,000 years ago, the island broke. A huge chunk broke away, fell into the ocean, just like we were talking might happen on the other side someday. Well, they think it did happen right here. Waipio Valley, ahead and to our left, the most famous valley on the island, also known as the Valley of the Kings. The Kings used to live right here. It's where they called home. And there's a really nice black sand beach. In my opinion, this is the best black sand beach on the island. It's not the easiest one to get to, not by a long shot, but it's a really nice beach. Have any of you been over here, the Waipio Valley? You can drive to the edge real easy. Technically, you can drive down in, but the road is incredibly steep. Four-wheel drive required, and even then, you got to be just a little crazy. But because you can drive down in there, there are a few people living down there. No, the road's the only one problem, though. The other problem, there's a couple of problems. No electricity, no telephone, no cell phone, no internet, and there's a pretty high risk. In the event of a tsunami, you are in a really bad place. That's actually why a lot of people don't live there anymore. There was a tsunami in 1946 and then another one in 1960. See the waterfalls. So although Waipio is the most famous valley, not actually my favorite valley, but that's where we're going. So coming up around the corner on the left is Waimanu Valley. This one's my favorite. And not only is it my favorite valley, it's my favorite part of the whole island. We're going to go inside and look around. So welcome to Waimanu, and welcome to North Kohala. Waterfall on our right side, Waiilikahi Falls. 1,500 feet visible. Basically, it's as tall as the Empire State Building.